Once upon a time, there were 4 friends in college: John, Sarah, Mark, and Lisa. They loved having a good time and sometimes stayed out late. One night, they were having so much fun that they completely forgot about a big test they had the next day. They didn't study at all. The next morning, they woke up feeling tired and worried. They knew they were in trouble because they hadn't prepared for the test, but they didn't give up. Together, they came up with a plan. They decided to make themselves look like they had been through a tough time. They got dirty and messed up their clothes. Then, they went to their teacher's office. When they met their teacher, they told a story. They said that they had gone to a wedding the night before. On their way back to college, their car's tire had gone flat, and they had to push the car all the way back to campus. They hoped that their teacher would believe this story and let them take the test later when they were ready. Surprisingly, their teacher listened carefully to what they said. After thinking for a moment, the teacher agreed to let them retake the test in a few days. The 4 friends were so relieved. They thought they had cleverly escaped their problem. But when the day of the retake arrived, they realized they were in even bigger trouble. Their teacher had a tricky plan of their own. They made sure that John, Sarah, Mark, and Lisa sat in separate rooms so they couldn't help each other. Then, the teacher handed out the test papers. To their shock, there was just one question on the test paper: which tire burst? Panic set in as they tried to remember the details of the made-up story they had told. They felt embarrassed and defeated as they left the exam room. They had learned a big lesson that day. The moral of this story is that honesty is the best policy. Trying to avoid your responsibilities or problems by telling lies may seem like a quick solution, but it often leads to even greater difficulties. In the long run, the truth has a way of catching up with you. The 4 college students in the story learned this lesson the hard way. Their attempt to deceive their teacher ended up causing them more stress and embarrassment when they couldn't remember their own lies during the retest. Being honest and facing challenges head-on not only builds trust and integrity, but also allows for personal growth and problem-solving. So remember, it's always better to be truthful, even when it's difficult, because the truth ultimately prevails. This is Inspired Visions. Thanks for watching and stay focused.